Ooh, an early Curie. Alrighty. It says it's live on my phone. So, YouTube pleasantries. Hello, I am Tidbit, she, her. I do voices, I do games, and we are currently doing a game that I am voicing through. We are playing through the Apollo Justice trilogy of Ace Attorney. We are currently on Spirit of Justice, case number 4. We're in the middle of the comedy act, and Uendo was just about to give their testimony. Right. I think I had the very flip-floppy thing. Your Honor, I'm ready to testify. He did it? He managed to convince Uendo with his power of suggestion technique. Bully for you?
Bully for you, Uendo. That's as a real Rakugo artist should be. All right. If the witness wishes to testify, then by all means do so. Please do.
To be turned by such an obvious ploy. What a man of weak spirit. Jesus Christ, you're not very good at this, are you, Nayuta? Shut it. Ah, okay. In the dressing room. After my performance, I went to visit Shisho. I called to him from outside the room, but he didn't reply. When I entered the dressing room, I saw Shisho slumped over the table, motionless. From what I can tell, there do not appear to be any inconsistencies in this testimony. It's only a three-bopper. Of course there aren't any, because I'm not trying to hide anything. Prosecutor Sadmahi's right. I don't see any inconsistencies either. Yay, finally, the testimony! But I did pick up on some faint discord in Uendo's heart. Hey, Athena's gimmick! Ponder all you would like, defense, but it is pointless. Your Honor, I believe there is no need for further deliberation. I disagree, Your Honor. I detected discord in the voice of the witness's heart. The fuck does that mean? Why are you laughing? That's a clear indication that Uendo is facing some sort of inner turmoil.
I've seen this like 4 times now, so, are you saying what I think you're saying, Miss Sykes?
Yes, Your Honor. I get my gimmick in this game. In the 4th case, the defense would like to conduct a quick therapy session on the witness.
Objection.
Uendo, there is no need for you to submit to this so-called therapy. Nayuta doesn't believe in therapy. Who do you think the judge's favorite and least favorite? Like, of all law people. Honestly, I think the judge dislikes Francisca the most because she hit him several times. And he's like, back off. Unless there is someone in the law profession that's directly, like, threatened the judge more than a whip, getting hit by a whip, then I have to say Francisca's on the lowest rung. Simon just put an owl on. No, There was the threat he was going to kill everyone in the room. And he could totally do it. With the bird and breaking out. Yeah! And swinging the sword around. Yeah. The judge ran and hid. Yeah. But then Simon compliments the judge, and so that, like, brings him up. Franziska did not. It's fine by me. I have nothing to hide. Bring it on. Ugh! Impudent fool! Why will you not listen to the guidance of this humble servant of the Holy Mother?
If the witness wishes to proceed, I see no problem, prosecutor. In one ear and out the other. It seems this performer has no need for your so-called guidance, prosecutor sad monk.
I feel like Thiener would be favorite. Yeah! She's only got 3 cases under her belt. And I don't think any of them he, like, heavily dislikes her. Just like,
What did you say about me, Miss Sykes? He's always just like, you go on, Miss Sykes. I've seen you do the therapy thing. You're good.
interesting, like, Nick, while not really having pissed off the judge moments much. Just know this, Uendo. Your folly will surely earn you divine retribution, because that's how my religion works. The second you're against me, I fucking hate you. Do you want to be friends? Thanks, Simon. I'm gonna make the most of this opportunity you have created for me.
Just keep your wits about you.
I will. Uendo, could you tell us again about what happened in the dressing room? After my performance, I went to visit Shisho. I called to him from outside the room, but he didn't reply. When I entered the dressing room, I saw Shisho slumped over the table, motionless. Why would you be happy he didn't reply? Got it! Uendo, something here just doesn't match. You mean like how the song hasn't changed at all? Match. Ah, I see. Match, as in manage to assert a thoughtful, calculated hypothesis. In other words, you are the something here that didn't match, correct?
It appears you've met your match.
No worries. That was just one match. There's still the rest of the game to go. Oh, wait. Is it trying to say there's no shock that he slumped over? Got it! I mean, I guess this is pride.
You're dumb, so you get punished in afterlife.
Folly's a sin. I know some people who would kill for Uendo's eyebrows. Your left hair doesn't match your right hair. I like thinking about Uendo and Giru making Simon laugh with dumbass jokes. They probably have in jokes. And then Bucky will be like, I don't get it. Uendo, I'm noticing something strange with these emotions. Something stranger with cheesy toe skin, you say? No! Something strange with these emotions! How could you have heard something stranger with cheesy toe skins? Oh. I don't know. Maybe it's me who's got some cheese in my ears. Hello. Did he will the floor to open up and swallow his cushions out of shame for that bad joke? I need to learn that power. The point I'm trying to make is that I noticed something unexpected in your emotions. Now, stop hiding and come out where we can see you.
Bailiff, please bring the witness a few replacement cushions.
So, what was this unexpected thing you noted? Is this the first time we can technically see someone's feet? This is the highest we've ever seen someone. Yuendo makes Athena's words sound like, my client's guilty, you say? And the judge is like,
Oh, the defense concedes guilty.
can you? I mean, this is the highest we've ever had someone's feet in the stand. There even was that character who fell backwards with their feet up in the air. That's not even this high. Oh, come on! His Honor said a few cushions, not a few dozen!
Now that we've all had a good laugh, please continue, Miss Sykes.
Who's laughing? All 5 members in chat. Why does it keep resetting to the top message filter? Did parachuting get DATs higher? Yeah. Or rocketeering colored pencil man. Pencil man never went higher than his waist with his feet, I remember. He didn't get that high. He, like, compressed his legs and slowly went up and then came back down. Because it's still his feet. Focus, Athena! Don't let yourself get rattled by chat. When you entered the room and saw your master slumped motionless over the table, you weren't the least bit shocked, Yuendo. Don't you think that's a little odd? Is it, though? The lack of surprise means you were prepared for what you saw. And I think I know why. The reason Yuendo wasn't shaken when he saw when they saw their master's dead body, or is it his? The currently presenting master, so his master's dead body, is because what about the twins holding each other? Oh yeah! You guys actually saw their shoes. Yeah! The bunny girl just keeps winning. Yuendo, I think maybe the reason you weren't shaken was because you already knew you would find your master dead. What? What kind of thing is what kind of thing is that to say? You've got it all wrong. Oh, right, I just remembered something. I thought Shisho was just sleeping when I first saw him. You thought he was sleeping? It sounds plausible, but what made you think he was asleep? Well, he had his head in his arms up on the table as if they were taking a nap. Oh, and one other thing. There was that note, too. A note? What note? He must be talking about this. It appears to have been written by the victim. Allow me to read it. Resting. Do not disturb. It I guess that's the note. Yeah, that's the note I saw. After reading that, who would have think Cecil was napping?
That is a pretty reasonable assumption.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Taifu's note added to the court record. That's right. I saw this note, so that's why I thought Shisho was asleep. I can't flip it around. Fuck. Nayuta's still holding it. I want to change my testimony to include that statement. Pretty please. All right, I'll run an update. His name is Typhoon Tornado, and he's just like a local comedy, basically. But then he didn't reply. When I opened the door, I thought he was sleeping. But something seemed off, so I rushed over to him. I was shocked to find him dead. I couldn't believe my eyes. Why were you so mad? Because he said he'd stop drinking the camel drink. Uendo, I noticed something funny in your emotions again. Funny, you say? I guess an entertainer of my caliber can make people laugh even with my emotions. I didn't mean that kind of funny. Quite the opposite, actually. Quit it, you. When you entered the dressing room, I see that you suddenly felt anger. What I want to know is, what made you feel angry all of a sudden? What? Let's see. Oh, yeah! Now I remember. I was going in. I whacked my little piggy on something. I was annoyed at my own clumsiness. Wait, you mean you stubbed your pinky toe? Just a little bump on my little piggy. No big deal. Shisho said, I could mercy kill him. It's embarrassing, really. Sounds more like he's hiding something. I'd better dig a bit deeper. It's the magician's circumstance again. No need to be embarrassed, Uendo, but I'm afraid it's something we do need to look into. I don't really see anything you could have stubbed your toe on. In the area around the dressing room door in this picture. Maybe there was something at the time. Uendo, what exactly did you stub your toe on? Objection. What an irrelevant question. You mean the fact I am postulating up on... I'm asking about what he stubbed his toe on. You can't just say, I stubbed my toe. What evidence? I don't need to do anything. My pinky toe went to the market. The witness directly said it. Nayuta just sucks. You dishonor the soul of the victim with these unnecessary delays. Don't you have something in your pocket that could disprove every single argument I'm gonna make for the next 20 minutes? No? Do you? Yes. But I have to be dramatical about it and make it so that way you have the most punishment. You tell her. Really, who doesn't stub their toe every once in a while? You really gotta fuss over every small detail like this? Well, the thing is...
The fuck are you looking at me for?
Even the most subtle of fluctuations in a person's psyche can clue us in onto the truth. That's why it's important to get to the bottom of this question. Plus, if I back down now, who knows what new insult Simon will hurl my way.
Oh, fuck.
Aw, nah. Don't you have a pipe bomb in your pocket?
Now you to being annoying, blah, 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 my face, punishment.
Don't you have a pipe bomb in your pocket?
What? No? Oh, wait, what?
Is there really no trace left of what Uendo stubbed their pinky... stubbed their toe on by the door? What in the world might have been there, but is not there now? Oh. Where did all this powder come from? It's leaving a trail of... to the TV.
Take that!
Please take a good look at this photo of the crime scene. Do you see it? This long track that goes from the door all the way across the room?
Now that you mention it, I do see it. Traces of something getting dragged.
And the drag mark ends there at the TV. This implies that the TV was originally by the door. I'm convinced that this TV is the object the witness stubbed their toe on. Well, Uendo, how about it?
Yes, you're right. It was the TV.
Fighting games local were why he died. He took Uendo out round one. There, the noise level dropped again.
Yes, I stubbed my pinky toe on the TV. But what of it? Why is this so important to you?
So the noise went down, but it hasn't completely disappeared yet. Which means he's still hiding something. Okay. And let's try this tactic instead. Uendo, why was the TV moved there?
Shisho must have moved it so he could watch my routine. But what a place to put it, right in the middle of the doorway like that. I didn't want to bump into it again, so I put it back where it belonged.
Performances on stage can be viewed in the dressing room using that TV?
Yeah, that's right. It's a closed-circuit monitor that shows the stage.
I see. Now what? I can't find anything else about the place. And I still haven't gotten the noise level down to 0 yet. Shows Evo main stage. Simon, I'm still getting noise here, but I don't see anything else fishy.
This is precisely why amateurs are such a bother.
Sorry.
I'm in no mood to play nursemaid here. But if that's what it takes to save the soba shop... Oi, Uendo. Here's a curiosity for you. The table master tornado is slumped over. Looks like it was moved. Did you happen to bump into it while you were moving the TV back? Oh my! Yeah! You're right! Fuck, this is why you don't have friends-in-law. The TV hit the table and Shisho's body moved with a jolt. That's when I first realized that Shisho was dead. Oh, but how scared I was! I see. Thank you. We're finally getting a more precise picture of how the body was discovered. But I'd wager you need to pull the spurs to Uendo to just a trifle longer.
What?
You gotta put the spurs to Uendo.
Are you saying ride them? Simon? I can't keep asking Simon to bait me out like this. Bail me out like this. Gosh! It's time for me to regain my footing and really stand on my own. Uendo, what you said just now about discovering your master's death, could you please describe all of that again for the court in detail?
I'll betray all of my friends for my favorite noodles. I'll prosecute 1,000 children before I let this noodle company die. It's actually a noodle stand.
All right. But before you do, let me just plug in the latest information. It's not. Well, it's gonna be if frickin' Bucky is still at the helm. Drunk. I tried to enter the dressing room, but stubbed my toe on the TV. When I put the TV back in its normal spot, I realized that Shisho was dead. Seeing him slumped over that cluttered table. Oh, Shisho. Why are you still surprised? That's odd. In this depiction, it shows you fucking with the cards. It's going to be a ghost kitchen. This is funny. After the initial shock of finding the victim dead, you reacted with surprise. Again. What was it that surprised you, Uendo, besides your master's death?
What do you mean?
What's more, you were even more surprised the second time than the first. What could have surprised you more than finding your late master? Search me. Your little thingy must have made a mistake.
Silence!
The girl is as sharp as a trout, to be sure. But her ability to hear people's emotions is absolute. Now, get to remembering, Uendo. What was it that surprised you?
That was a compliment, right?
Well,
Oh, no! No! We pushed him too hard, and now he's mentally all over the place. His emotions are completely out of control.
Out of control? Care to explain how that's relevant?
You know how normally I listen for the hidden emotion in a witness's voice, right? From there, I look for inconsistencies between their testimonies and their emotions. But sometimes a person's feelings can run too high, making it hard to get proper readings.
So that's how your Matrix program works. Fascinating.
Ordinarily, it's just one emotion that runs out of control. But it seems there's nothing ordinary about this time.
Anger? After my performance, I went to visit Shisho. I called to him from the outside room, but he didn't reply. When I opened the door, I thought he was sleeping. I tried to enter the dressing room, but stumped my toe on the TV. I put the TV back in its normal spot, and I realized Shisho was dead. Seeing him slumped over that cluttered table, oh, Shiso.
I knew it. Oh my gosh.
What's got your knickers all in a bunch now?
Uendo has multiple emotions running around out of control at the same time. I've never seen anything like this. Ever.
So, how does one bring a situation like this back under control?
I'll have to find the root cause of this tangled mess before I can treat them. If I can identify what is causing this emotional rampage, then I can probe Q to dive in further. Uendo has 100% emotion for each persona. Yeah, I feel like that's true. But then it's trying to figure out which one's which. I imagine when the fan's up in his face, that's surprise. I imagine when the fan is flapping, doing the little confetti, that's happy. So that would put... They've got the neutral, which I imagine would be happy, but there's already happy. So, and then where does the feminine one go in? Is that rage? It's just quiet rage? Or is it sadness? I don't know. Through this process, I can identify exactly what's causing Uendo so much distress.
And that will help bring his emotions back under control? In that case... let's get started, shall we?
Alright, I can't guarantee success, but it's definitely worth a shot! Time to look for the root cause of Uendo's rampaging emotions. This is not where I was going with that. This seems to be the cause of your shock, sadness, and anger, Uendo.
I can express many emotions! Such as surprise... Wait, such as surprise, sadness, and anger upon my cushions. To me, these expressions are simply an act. If I lost control over such things, I wouldn't be effective on stage. Now would I?
Uh-oh. Looks like I got it wrong.
Keep it simple, Athena. Thinking too hard will only drive you mad as well.
Maybe Uendo saw something to make them feel this way? Okay, so... gotta find the source of everything. It was this new updated thing, so I feel like it's the cards. I get it now. The cards were the root of it all. Don't try to deny it. You can't hide your feelings from me. The dying message that was left at the scene of the crime is what was causing your distress. And if the dying message was the cause of all those feelings, then that means the phrase Owen Forth must mean something to you.
Ah! Please! I'm just a little guy! Look at me!
There. Noise level 0. Finally. What? Oh no.
The dying message consists of 2 words, Owen and Futh. But neither of these 2 words have anything to do with the witness. Don't say anything. This topic warrants no further argument. No, you don't hear the triumphant music. No, shut that down.
Sure. There may not seem to be any direct connection between Uendo and the message. For now. But that's why. But why don't you wait and decide what's necessary after you hear my theory?
I trust you've hit upon some.
Are you okay?
No. Ah. Those damn noodles. I trust you've hit upon something, Athena.
Yup. If my theory is right, we can finally solve the case of Uendo and the mysterious Owen Forth.
Well, go on then. I can already tell this promises to be interesting. Now, please share your theory with the court, Miss Sykes.
There was something puzzling to me about Uendo's out-of-control emotions just now.
Noodles. Can't live with them. Cannot sell your friends to the government for them. Well, now, what was that? That would...
I eat lunch right before I stream so that way I'm not hungry during the stream and get erratic. But it sounds like my lunch wanted some revenge. Namely, that there were 3 distinct reactions present. I had never seen that before, and I wonder how it could be possible.
Is there a conclusion to this meandering muse of yours? You shut your mouth, you fucking whore. Ah!
Hold your horses, I'm getting there. So, could a person flip between 3 distinct emotions of such intensity like a switch? In the end, I concluded that it just wasn't possible.
So that's it, is it? A bit unconventional, I'll grant that it's possible within the realm of psychology. Within the realm of psychology? Is there another world? I'm afraid you'll have to explain it to the old man up here on the bench.
Your Honor, my theory is that Uendo is a robot. Is it time for an Icon Thener life-ruining outing? Yup! She's calling out a system. With so many distinct personas, it's clear to me that Uendo has dissociative identity disorder.
Ah! What does that even mean? You just act like you have multiple personalities because you just crave attention. That's it. It's not real. Your Honor, the defense would treat this trial as a child's jest. Multiple personality disorder? A preposterous proposition indeed. Would you not agree, witness? No. How did she know? How did she figure it out? But Polkonka!
I can't believe it. I did it. I did it, Simon.
Yeah, you fucking outed another person. What the fuck?
I've read papers on it before, but to think I'd see a case of it for myself.
Blimey. Rakugo artists tell stories as different characters. But As different personalities?
Hey, you lawyer girl. You got a problem with us, huh?
Thiener, stop being weird to a system.
No, no problem at all.
Yap, 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 yap. This is all very hard to believe. But now we've established that the witness has multiple personalities. Could each of them please introduce themselves to this court?
Yuendo Tornado. I am a Rakugo storyteller, as you know. Hello, everybody! Patches, the friendly jester here! Kisagawa. Courtesan. And that is all of you? Yes, that is all of us. So there are 3 personalities in total. Yuendo, Patches, Kisagawa. Huh. Well, Simon, what do you think now?
You're one lucky duck. Just be glad they were dense enough to help you out.
Wait. Courtesan. Wow. Is that not how you say it? No. Did I fuck up another word? But, Blackwell, aren't you friends with Yuendo? Blackwell didn't say nothing. Wow! A sex worker! I never thought I'd see one in real life.
I mean, you can see the sad monk in front of you. Hey!
Blackwell didn't out their friend, huh? Yeah. I mean, it's good. But it's I wonder if they will mention the fact of just like, weren't you friends with them? How did you not mention it?
Because I'm not a fucking narc. I was in prison.
Ugh. Can't you just straight up say, I did great for a change? Just one half. You appear to be quite proud of your self-defense for being so rude to a sister.
You were literally saying earlier it wasn't real.
Yeah, but I'm a prosecutor. My case changes all the time. It's defense that gets punished for not having their case be consistent. Prostitutes work on that. The sad monk does it for free. But all you have done is infringe upon the privacy of the witness. I couldn't disagree more, prosecutor. Now that we know there are 3 personalities, a new way for us to interpret the meanings of a certain piece of evidence has arisen. A new Oh, fuck. Oh, what'd you figure out? That Owen is the 4th personality?
Oh, now I'm very curious. What is this piece of evidence you're talking about, Miss Sykes?
Knowing what we know about Yuendo and their personalities, this now makes perfect sense. Owen has her.
Get on your knees, prosecutor, 'cause you're blowing it! See, I can make jokes.
Take that!
The Karuta cards?
That's right, Your Honor. Recall the original dying message left at the scene. We didn't have a clue as to what Owen Forth could have possibly meant. But now, with this new information about Yuendo and their personalities, isn't it possible that Owen Forth actually means a secret 4th personality of Yuendo's? A personality named Owen?
What? Burgunga!
Yuendo must have kept his dissociative identity disorder from us because He didn't want to be associated in any way with the dying message.
No, that's not why. We kept our disorder a secret for a different reason altogether. My gods. My holy mother. Why the fuck did you say that? We've been taking advantage of our affliction to act out various Rakugo characters. If word got out, well, our reputation as a Rakugo artist would be tarnished, as would the Tornado name. That's why we kept it a secret from everyone except members of the Tornado School. 1, 2, 3. But really, there is no fourth personality. It's just the three of us in here. A plausible enough sounding story. But it doesn't prove you didn't rearrange the cards, does it? Wow, people have reasons for being closeted?
Iconic Thiener life-ruining moment. Trademark.
Just the three of us. We're like an RPG party. We're like Starbomb in here. But I will concede that it is highly likely that the witness rearranged the cards.
Is Prosecutor Sedmai actually agreeing with us? Oh, fuck.
However, is it not also possible that the accused killed Master Tornado? And then left that message in order to frame the witness.
Oh, no.
And upon noticing the cards, when he found the victim's body, Uendo rearranged them.
Silence!
A fantastic tale, but a tale nonetheless. No one outside the Tornado School knew about Uendo's multiple personalities. Uendo just finished saying so himself. That is true, but ultimately meaningless point. The witness was only in the dressing room for 2 to 3 minutes.
Well, fuck. Maddie, throw us a bone. Polite to throw one back, yeah, I guess. It's likely the accused killed him. Fuck!
That's far too little time to commit murder, wouldn't you say?
Objection!
Fuck off! Then who's to say he couldn't have done it before his discovery?
Objection!
Your whole case hinges on if you can kill an old man in 3 minutes.
Yup.
That spring chick memory of yours. Have you already forgotten Prosecutor Blackwell's testimony?
Someone's testimony? Oh. Maddie's stupid. Fuck. Wait a minute. Have we ever done a Blackwell flashback before? What was his voice? Oh no. Yes, we have. Well, yeah, he was the prosecutor for the whole 5th game.
Samurai, more so. More so than this.
I think. Oh, right! Flashback just returned him to Shadow the Hedgehog.
Giro escorted me to the dressing room, but we heard the sounds of Rakugo being performed from within. Thinking the master was rehearsing, we decided to wait in the hall until he was done.
I remember now. Because I remember faintly, I also don't know if my mind is being plagued, but I faintly remember a back and forth between Flashback
Oh no. Don't tell me I forgot his name. Fulbright. Between Fulbright and Blackwell, of where it's just, fuck off, Fulbright. I'm an edgy bastard. Doesn't matter, I'm still your buddy. Am I? That's right. Until just a few moments before Uendo entered the dressing room, Taifu Tendo was confirmed to be alive.
No!
Not only that, but Uendo was on stage until just before he discovered the body. A bulletproof alibi that I've already confirmed with several audience members.
You want a 6-piece tofu tenders? Man. Tofu tenders not as good as the chicken that you can get from Fun Bun. Oh, no!
I also heard that his Rakugo performance that day was a steaming pile of... Well, you get the picture. Yes, I'm afraid so. Really stunk up the stage, I did. And yet, I have a perfect alibi. Indeed. Why not land the coup de grace on the defense by describing your alibi, witness? Okie dokie smoky!
Whoa, did you see the jiggle physics? Turner went dead or alive beach volleyball for a second. Independent physics. Someone clip that.
I was on stage until just moments before I went into the dressing room. The entire audience was my witness. But my performance was a huge bust. Not a single soul laughed. I'll never be able to live down how terribly I bombed during that very important show. Uendo was on stage before he found the body, so he could not have committed this crime. It is time to let it all go, defense, and move on.
Well, get this, prosecutor Sad Monk. The Write Anything Agency never gives up. We fight to the bitter end.
Mom! Oh, sorry, past trauma.
Now you just sucks at the give up gaslight so bad. Yeah. Allow me to say this once more. Let it go and move on. That is like the most powerful thing I can say.
And allow me to say once more, I'm never giving up!
Let it go and
Never!
this is pointless. You should have taken advantage of this opportunity while you could, foolish child. Your worthless convictions only serve to prolong the accused's suffering. If words will not sway you, then perhaps pain will. I will enact the DC Act in this very country. Suffer!
Anything but this! Oh, the fan service! Oh no!
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Huh.
What's the big idea, prosecutor Sad Monk?
That was but a small dose of punishment for your misguided convictions. Such sweet punishment.
Stop it! They start poorly,
singing Let It Go. Don't sing it. And the whole court just awkwardly watches the whole song. Anything but this. You're judge, jury, executioner, and prosecutor, huh? Anything but this? Let's refer back to that pose. Let's just say Trucy's done a few escape acts using Athena as, like, an assistant. And it's not gone well all the time. Are you now a bit more inclined to give up, as instructed?
As if.
In that case, you must require another dose.
Yeah!
Not bloody likely.
Ugh.
I don't give two flips about your beliefs. But if Sykes Dono were to submit to you here, I won't be able to get a good soba. I won't be able to eat good soba anymore.
That's right! Best defense bench. Holy shit, you defended me. And not just in a verbal sense. Nayuta's weird. I think Athena does for it to be a thing for her. But with who? For Mr. Wet's future and Prosecutor Blackwell's stomach, I will never give up.
You will rue those words, defense. Of that I can assure you.
I want to see that moment animated.
Of Nayuta just being like, ugh, I throw another. And Blackwell just stepping in front and slashing it.
It would have been so funny if they did that of where Blackwell cuts the beads and then it plays Nayuta's getting hit by beads breakdown. That would have been so funny. Just
Parry this, you fucking casual.
man, I wish the 3D models could be in objection.avi, but I don't remember if they are. That'd be a good moment.
Hold it!
How can we be sure it was you who was on the stage?
Are you asking whether it could have been some imposter? Dun dun dun.
I guess so.
Unlike a big arena, a Rakugo theater is a cozy little place. It would be hard to fool an audience in such an intimate setting, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Good. I'm glad we could clear that up. Because I guess you could say... The entire audience was my witness.
Hold it!
Was there anything special about the stage or your performance that you can tell me? For example, were the lights dimmer than usual? Were there any problems or accidents? Not a thing. Everything was the same as always. Mr. Prosecutor, you questioned the audience, didn't you?
I am not a mister, you fucker.
I don't respect you at all, but I will do better next time.
Of course. Apparently, nothing seemed amiss to them, except, well, one small thing.
One small thing? Why am I not believing that from a prosecutor?
Oh, it's embarrassing! I tried my best, really, I did! But my performance was a huge buzz. Not a single soul laughed.
Do you have any idea what went wrong?
I'm not sure if it was my performance or if it was just that particular audience. Or maybe it was the story I picked. But every entertainer knows that this kind of thing happens from time to time.
Tidbit knows a lot about huge busts. Yeah, I do it often. Do you know how many jokes on stream I bomb? Not a single person laughs. Y'all just sit there, watching, waiting for me to go to the next text box. I guess that makes sense. Lamau, not the slander. Not what I meant. I know what you meant, doll. But I don't have any huge busts of my own other than those. So those are the only ones I can talk about. I was just thinking she likes big boobies. Maybe. What? Nice. All boobies are good boobies, though. Still, I wonder how he could have flopped at his own commemorative show. My busts are bigger. Yeah, and Kiri's flat. Kiri's got a washboard made out of stone. It's chiseled, glorious, glistens when you sprinkle salt on it. All are good until they sag. Ugh. Then those are no longer boobies, those are sacks. I'm sorry to say, but I don't want saggy boobs. Ew. The inertia on those things. Poke someone's eye out. 'Cause I'm not short either. Wait, this is a choice. The number of audience members. How many people were there in the audience when you were on stage?
Well, let's see. We drew a full house, so I think there must have been 50, maybe 60 people in the audience. Definitely more than 25.
That's quite a lot, isn't it?
Exactly! I dropped a big stinky bomb in front of all those people! Ah! It was a catastrophe, I tell you! I was sweating buckets from start to finish!
That sounds exactly like how Apollo performs in court sometimes.
Did he shit on stage?
I mean, 50 to 60 members with no one having that particular fetish? Maybe. We drew the cast of Full House. See? What? Pulls out like a kindergartner's drawing of a family. I see. Thank you for this photo. As for that statement, Your Honor, I'd like to have it added. Why not? Could you please have that last statement added to Uendo's testimony?
Very well.
Hold it!
Excuse me for asking, but do you bomb like that on a regular basis?
Well, aren't you a regular rude daisy? Do you really think a Rakugo artist who regularly bombs would get promoted? In fact, I'm known as the Tornado School's whirlwindo of laughter. I'll have you know.
Is that really true, Simon?
That nickname is a bit of a travesty, if you ask me. But the Rakugo is solid and well received, yes.
I see. 60 people and no one laughed. I would have died of embarrassment. We drew a full house. Athena has no boundaries. Yeah, but Whirl-Uendo of Laughter is a big old stink bomb of a name, isn't it? Whew, what a relief. I thought it was just me. I mean, Whirl-Uendo of Laughter is great. Funny stuff.
I'm glad you like it.
Okay, do we have any evidence? No. Diener bullies a system until they cry and outs them out of their career.
Hold it!
Do you not like Diener? So, there were about 50 to 60 people at the theater listening to your Rakugo. And not one of them laughed.
That's right. Everybody was just staring in silence at me. It was simply awful.
I like Diener, but Girly Pop is a menace. Yikes. That does sound awful. But with an audience of that size, is it even possible not to get even one person to laugh?
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to ask, did you jump? I'm saying, are you sure there were even people in the audience? After all, no one would be laughing if there was no one there to begin with.
Of course there were people in the audience. It was a full house, I tell you. Lots of regulars. Want me to ask them all to come here?
No, that's all right.
Don't just press them on every statement at random. You have to put some thought into it. Use your head, Athena.
Die! Simon's right. I have to be more careful with the testimony I draw out. With the audience as their witness, Uendo has a pretty unshakable alibi, doesn't he?
You're not giving up, are you? Where's that never say die spirit you displayed earlier?
Of course I'm not giving up, Simon. I just know Uendo has something to do with this case.
But how will you connect him to the crime when he has an alibi as strong as that?
I don't know just yet. I'm gonna press his testimony and keep an eye out for contradictions. She has the worst witness outings of any attorney. Yeah, the only time that I can think of Phoenix outing someone is an identity theft with Eenie Miney. And that, as we all know, is a crime. Okay, we are about an hour in. It is time to get a refreshment. Alright. I really, really hope this isn't a press one statement, then press the other one. Those ones are so difficult. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Imagine if there was like an insane dystopian sci-fi lore novel thing that came up and contradicted nothing. Like in this world, water became undrinkable. We only have iced teas, and all the characters are like, yes, of course, we know this, why even bring it up? 60 is not divisible by 9 for a full house. Well, they say 50 to 60 people. So if we just do just a tiny bit of math, 9 times 6 rows, that's 54 people. So if there's 6 rows, they said 60, a full house. I think there must have been 50, maybe 60 people in the audience. Full house means all seats. I only know full house is being a card. Hand. Let's see what the other part is. I'm not sure if it was my performance or if it was just that particular audience. Or maybe it was the story I picked. There were 6 pregnant people, so maybe 60. And if we count sperm, then we don't! Who said that? I am just a concerned audience member. Do not count that! Could you tell me which Rakugo story you performed? I could, but I'm not sure if it would mean anything to the uninitiated. Well, even if I might not get it, can't you at least try me? Alright, if you insist. The story I performed is called Toki Soba, otherwise known as Time Soba. Time Soba. Maybe Yuendo's right. He's only said the name of the routine, and I'm already lost. So you performed Time Soba, did you? Or Toki Soba, as it's otherwise referred to. I literally just said that, so yes, I did. Fucker. What? You know it, Prosecutor Sad Monk? In the course of my studies last night, I became familiar with a number of stories. I must say, defense, you would do well to prepare better for your next trial if you ever have one. What the fuck does that mean? Simon, what's Time Soba about?
Look it up yourself. I can't tell you every single anime plot synopsis.
At least just tell me the first episode so I can at least get hooked. It shouldn't take 3 episodes to get hooked on an anime. It should be first episode. I don't like things that it's just like, oh yeah, it takes 6 episodes before you can truly abandon it. Stop that. You either click with it or you don't. If I don't click with it within the first episode, I'm probably not going to watch the rest of it.
Allow me to give an overview. The story takes place on a winter's night. A man orders a bowl of soba at a street stall. How you doing, sir? I got seaweed top and Heineken soda. I'll have a bowl of some cookie good man. It's sure good told tonight. But there's nothing like a hot bowl of noodles and sorting soup to keep the soul. You know it, sir. One spoon can come right up. So how's business? Well, not great, sir. Is that so? Well, that's great because things can only get better from here, right? Wow, prosecutor, what the fuck was that voice? What the hell is going on? Marty is so like, haha, all together in court. But imagine the red is like, haha, all together in court. But imagine the red-eye flights from Asia to North America of them just trying to stay awake, listening to podcasts of Rakugo and reading from the wiki at the same time. Just, my god, all of these fucking people are so unfunny! Ah! Sailor Moon completely changes after like season 1. Love Thena wiping sweat to that. The customer talks on and on like this. Finally, when he is done eating, he goes to pay for his soba. So how much do I owe? 16 months, sir. I see. Sorry, but I only have a small change on me. I'll count the coins in your palm, so you can hold out your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, what time is it? It's 9, sir. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Thanks, and bye. Very well done, prosecutor Sad Monk. That was excellent, sir. If anyone should, like, forget a prosecutor like Von Karma, it should be Mahdi. They don't have space in their brain for defense attorneys. Forget an attorney. Remind me of the Chowder penny counting bit. Chowder? What's with the penny? I don't know much about Chowder. I never watched it much. I only know a few things from that show, and one of them is rattle rattle.
Huh? I don't get it. What was so funny about that?
Don't you see? The customer paid with coins, counting them out one by one. Then, just after counting 8, he asked about the time. And the soba vendor answered with 9.
Oh, now I get it. It's fraud. He made the vendor say 9, and then he continued counting from 10.
Exactly. He cheated the soba vendor out of 1 mon with his smooth talking. The story continues with another man who saw the whole thing and tries to do the same. But he bungles the trick. Ends up paying more than 16 mons for his soba. The story ends on that as the punchline. You can look up the rest of the details yourself. Penny Parker from Snapcube? Penny Parker from Snapcube? Penny Parker from Snapcube from Spider-Man?
If only I was that popular. Looking at my loyal 5 viewers.
Or I'm sure Prosecutor Sadmonk over there would love to perform it for you after court.
Hello. So basically, it's a story about a man cheating on his soba bill. That's kind of petty, isn't it?
Huh. Is that really all you have to say about this classic story? Time soba, also known as... Fine! So you studied a lot. Shut the fuck up! But we haven't the time for a lecture detour right now, Prosecutor Sadmonk. I wanted to hear a little more. But I suppose it's off topic. Ugh, we get it. You like Japanese media. Fuck off. Getting back to the matter at hand, Miss Sykes, the witness stated that the story I performed is called Takisoba, otherwise known as Time Soba. Would you like to add this statement to his testimony?
Leave it out. We don't need that. The show's program doesn't seem at all relevant to this case. I don't need it to be added at this time, Your Honor.
I see. Very well. Just do whatever you do.
Just do whatever you do. Don't ask the judge to explain yaoi. I do not know where to go with this. We've been here for like 20 minutes. I summoned Evelyn! Hey. Oh, fuck, it worked! Hi, Evelyn! Kiri has magic powers. Wow. After rejecting the new testimony, she doesn't know what to do. Shut up. Be nice to me.
Hold it!
After all, I am a Kitsune. Of course I have magic powers. And yet you don't have a Zoroark on your team. Are you truly a Kitsune? Well, you just arrived home like 2 minutes ago. Thanks for showing up, Evelyn. I do! Okay, where's the Alolan Ninetales? The blue Kitsune. Literally you. Where are they? A Hisuian one, in fact. There's always more Pokemon. There's never enough. I don't like ice types. What did they do to you? Just Snom. Eh. Snom's a 4 out of 7 in my book. I am completely neutral on Snom. Huh? What? What's so special about Snom? Just because they have a Tumblr doesn't make them the best Pokemon. I can be neutral to them. Other people can like Snom, other people can hate Snom. He's a great jerk.
Objection!
It's a mouth. Its mouth is also its boot.
Hold it!
The story where a man cheats on his Soba bill, right? Why do you think it didn't go over well? Well, I suppose I was a little nervous. It's a lot of pressure when you're the star of such an important show, you know. You? Nervous? I thought you'd be all calm and collected. But I guess even you can get stage fright, huh?
I wanted so badly to live up to the great name of Uendo that I inherited. That I guess I overperformed a little this time.
I feel like Klefki should either be the smallest Pokemon or the biggest. I don't know, just seems right. Wait, Uendo was the stage name of a former member of the Tornado School, right? Being like normal Pokemon-sized keys feels... yeah. I mean, have you seen Joltik? Joltik gets to be the smallest. It's such a little guy. And Klefki should be the size of, you know, keys. How small are your keys, doll, that they're microscopic?
That's right. The name belonged to one of Shisho's former disciples who died of an illness at a young age.
With the weight of a new name like that to carry on your shoulders, I can see why you are feeling the heat. Just like me. I'm carrying the weight of my entire agency on my shoulders right now.
In that case, I can count on your sympathy. And have you go a little easier on me?
With the audience as his witness, Yuendo has a pretty unshakable alibi, doesn't he?
You're not giving up, are you? Where's that never say die spirit you displayed earlier?
Of course I'm not giving up, Simon. Wait, deja vu. I just know Yuendo has something to do with this case. I had never seen or heard of Joltik. Also, why is it not a tick? Electric type spider from Gen 5. It is a tick. It is a tick. It literally that's what its last name is. It's a jumping spider. It is the tick equivalent of the Pokemon universe right now. Okay, so I added the new thing. What heavens does that change? Nope, can't do anything to that. Victim for its death. Cards, victim's dressing room. They're originally spelled out on the board. Shown. They look like that. Signed statement. Signed eyewitness account of the time of the incident. Includes additional info. It's confirmed alive at 4 p.m. Bucky entered at 4:10. Left at 4:20. Discovered the victim's body. Bucky left before Bucky. Hero was outside feeding dog. Buried in the yard. Invitation. The invitation signed and received from Master Tuendo to success, promotion. Inside the envelope was a ticket to the show. Contains a simple greeting, rundown of short program. Balloon Act. Solo Master. Hey, wait a minute!
Objection!
Yuendo, isn't there something odd about the routine you performed?
Odd? No, I don't think there's anything odd about it.
But that's exactly what I find odd. The fact you don't think it's odd.
Are we discussing the witness's alibi at the We are discussing the witness's alibi at the moment, defense. The show's programming is completely irrelevant.
Objection!
That's where you're wrong, Prosecutor Sad Monk. The reason being, it contradicts the statement the witness just made. Yuendo, do you know what this is?
No. What is it?
This is an invitation to the show sent from Master Tornado to Prosecutor Blackwell. Included in the invitation is a rundown of the show's program. Fucking hate Marty. Marty can't make friends. That's why they have to marry to not be alone. Jeez. The lore gets worse and worse. Included in the invitation is a rundown of the show's program, which clearly states that Time Soba was to be performed by Master Tornado himself.
Boy! No!
I love the double smack. Yuendo! Why did you perform the routine your master was scheduled to do? Well, you see, the reason for that is...
How do I say this? You see, let's say it was a prank. Yeah, that's right. Just a little joke, you see. I was trying to surprise Shisho by performing his routine before he did.
I don't know if I buy that. Was doing the victim's routine really just for laughs, or... Hey, didn't Simon happen to hear Time Soba coming from the dressing room? During Uendo's performance on stage? It seems like too much of a coincidence. Wait, can it be?
What's the matter? You look like a hen with a dozen eggs to lay.
Stop comparing me to birds!
Then cease this bird-brained timidry. If something has occurred to you, then lay it out for us already. Don't breed resentment in those watching your performance.
Okay. I don't have a ton of confidence in this theory, but if game theory can say Sans is Ness and Ness is Sans, then I can have confidence in this. Me, I don't like Thiener having physics. They're only noticeable in this outfit.
Simon? Simon's so good at the defense bench, yeah.
You need to send me clips of the physics happening. How am I missing it? I'm the build expert. It looks like Uendo's alibi checks out, Your Honor, but even though he was on stage at the time, he may have been trying to obfuscate a crucial detail about this case.
Are you referring to the sober Bill the man tried to skimp on in the witness's story?
I'm not talking about the Rakugo story, Your Honor!
Oh, I'm sorry. But then, what are you talking about, Miss Sykes? Oh no, I fucked up.
What Uendo may have been trying to deceive us about was... the cause of the victim's death. No, we know that. The time of the victim's death. Maybe. What the victim was to perform. Each one has a mind of her own. They're independent. Oh my gosh, I hadn't noticed the physics. Now I can't unsee. What do you mean? Ugh, I'm so focused on the text box down here, I can't see the physics. Uendo tried to deceive us about the time of the victim's death.
What?
Huh!
What gibberish! Prosecutor Blackwell even testified to the time of the victim's death.
I know. But he only testified that way because he and Giru had been completely taken in.
You mean by the sober bill thing?
Would you please forget about the story for a second, Your Honor?
I was deceived.
Pray tell, how did Uendo manage to deceive two people while he was performing on stage?
That's easy. All he had to do was use a certain prop in the dressing room.
Oh? And, what might that be?
The prop Uendo used was...
Take that!
This TV was used to view what was happening on the stage. Prosecutor Blackwell, when you came to the dressing room, what was Uendo doing?
He was performing time so...
Blast! Could it be?
Yes, it could, and it was. What you and Gira heard was not Master Tornado practicing his routine. It was Uendo's performance, as heard through this TV monitor's speakers.
Huh? What?
with the TV just inside the inner door of the dressing room. Now that I'm fucking focused on trying to look at it, she's constantly got her arms crossed. She's... Fuck! CRT TV's kill. Thousands of Melee players over years every year lose their spines to these travesties. For $89.99 a month, you can save one of these little guys or gals. Her eyes are up there, Titty. Stop! This was a trick, wasn't it? This is a bamboozle. This was a setup. It could easily be heard from the hallway outside.
And because we knew that Master Tornado was scheduled to perform Time Sober, we were easily manipulated into thinking he was still alive at the time of the rehearsing.
Yes, your knowledge of the day's program is why the two of you could be fooled this way. Simon, did the voice you hear belong to Master Tornado?
With the doors in the way, I couldn't tell exactly who the voice belonged to. But because I heard Time Sober, I just assumed it was Master Tornado. I can't believe I was taken in by such a simple mind game!
All of that is mere conjecture. Where is your proof, defense?
Objection!
Uendo moved the TV back when he discovered the body. After all, he couldn't very well leave it by the door, because then someone might figure out the trick he'd been playing. And there's one more thing about Uendo's actions that's suspicious.
And that is...
The fact that he flopped so badly on such an important occasion.
What's so suspicious about that? Even pros slip up once in a while, you know. I once got someone convicted because I thought the prosecutor, I thought the defense attorney was Phoenix Wright when in actuality it was a red man. An evil red man.
Where is your proof? Your entire case right now is just that the witness heard a thing and you supposedly can't kill the elderly in 3 minutes. I believe that this time it was intentional. Because Uendo knew it'd be strange to hear laughter coming from the dressing room.
What? Oh my! Yipes!
It's all just a bit too perfect to be sheer coincidence. Plus, if the voice Prosecutor Blackwell and Giro heard was due to Uendo's scheming, then the victim's time of death could have been earlier than 4 p.m. In other words, Uendo could have killed Master Tornado himself.
Hey!
We've got you by the stones now, Uendo. So you better confess to everything. Well, witness, what do you have to say for yourself?
Simon, don't say that. We demand an explanation. Uendo!
I confess. I tampered with the crime scene.
I mean, they're friends. Simon probably knows their boundaries.
Is it the defense's claim that Uendo Tornado is the true murderer in this case?
If he tampered with the crime scene, then we have to at least consider him a suspect. Notice that we can put someone as a suspect without saying they're the killer. We can do an investigation. Now, wait just 1 minute. Yes, I admit to messing with the dressing room, but I didn't kill Shisho. Then why did you tamper with the crime scene? I refuse to answer that question. What? No, Athena can't investigate anymore. She had the one. Athena only leads one investigation segment ever. Then how are we going to do an investigation segment for a case 4?
If you suspect this witness, then I have a question for you.
You aren't. I'm what? What could it be this time? And what do you mean there isn't enough budget for an investigation segment? Fuck!
Uendo had absolutely no reason to murder Taifu Tornado. After all, why would Uendo kill the man who recognized his skill and promoted him?
Oh! Well... His motive was... I can't think of a single thing. Chat, what do you say? This case is only court. Part of why I love this case. No! I need help!
It appears you are also not aware of one other fact. Chat is not helping. Ever.
And that is?
That the accused visited the dressing room before 4 p.m. as well. Is it not natural, then, to suppose that the accused killer killed the victim at that time?
Rules are no backseating. Sorry, Athena. Yep, those are the stream rules, Athena. No! Help me! What? Nobody told me about those rules. They're right in the description for anyone curious. I mean, that's where you should put all stream rules. I don't know where everyone else is putting them. Description is the easiest place to put it. You're your own Athena. Goddess of war. Athena, look at Giru's smile in this case docket. It'll put you at ease. Whew. Me. What? Nobody told me Mr. Wet also had gone there before 4 p.m. Now I'm just imagining this is just one absolutely sick comedy routine of where every so often Wet goes into the room, changes it to Owen Forth. Uendo goes into the room, changes it to Wet number 4. And they just go back and forth and back and forth. A pinned message for the chat. Marx Brothers bit. Pinned messages for like when it's just like, hey, go check out this other person's stream. It's for like contextual stuff where, hey, submit your fan art because we're doing that right now. Can't have that with the rules. The rules gotta be in a permanent place that you can cite, you can look at. Giru's Harpo. You can use it for rules too. Oh, I use the description.
We were only discussing the time frame after 4 p.m., so I didn't think to mention it. But now that you have made the time period before 4 p.m. relevant...
Oh, I don't like where this is going.
So you really do not know what your client was doing during that time frame, do you?
Well, it was all very sudden, and, why did you wait until the very last second to contact me, Simon?
Because I was busy eating. Who do you think all those bowls were for?
What? Are you eating right now?
No, that's not why I burped earlier. No, we're on with the trial.
But don't give me that look. I get hungry. And just so you know, Bucky never told me he had visited the Master before 4 p.m. either.
Ugh! This sort of thing is exactly why that prosecutor keeps calling us unprepared!
The defense will stop squabbling this instant.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Prosecutor Sad Monk, please continue. Seriously? You as well, your baldness? That's exactly why. Thank you, Your Honor. Defense, you know of the soba-making implements in the dressing room, correct?
Is he talking about the equipment for making soba noodles? When the system is rigged to keep you at a disadvantage, you're blamed and mocked for being at a disadvantage. And then systems mock you for being mocked and at a disadvantage. And so you lash out at those systems to try and make them mocked for their disadvantage. Can we just keep using those same 3 words over and over and over? In different order?
You speak of the large bowl that is used to mix buckwheat flour and water. The long rolling pin and the special knife that is used to cut the dough into noodles. Precisely. These tools all came from the accused soba shop.
You mean they didn't belong to Master Tornado?
Mr. Wet had visited the dressing room to give the victim a soba making lesson. And that visit was before 4 p.m. I'm afraid that after the accused kneaded the dough and made those noodles, he committed the act of murder.
But wait! That doesn't add up! If Mr. Wet killed the victim before 4 p.m., why would he return to that room at a later time? Ah! Oh no!
Wait, soba. You're kid and caboodle when it comes to noodles. Oh my goodness. Miss Chickadee, assign me. The reason I went back is because Mr. Tornado ordered uncooked noodles. Oh.
Mr. Wet?
What? Yesterday, I brought noodle making tools to the dressing room around 2 p.m.
6.8 for noodles. It's not too bad, huh? Especially for like premium or whatever.
Yeah, the alcohol laced. Yeah. That's when Mr. Tornado ordered uncooked soba noodles. Stock up on.
Uncooked noodles to stock up on.
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Tornado kept the supply of soba noodles from my shop in his fridge. Whoa, whoa, yo. He only had 1 serving left, so I went back to my shop to get some more.
1 serving of noodles in the fridge? I thought the fridge was practically empty. Well, I think that 1 serving is in his face. But then it's also, wait a minute. Aren't soba noodles supposed to be made fresh? I threw up
in the noodles, so now they'll raise your blood alcohol level past the legal limit. Yep, guaranteed. 690. Nice. We didn't get hit by inflation. No, we just thought it'd be funny. Isn't it?
Anyway, the whereabouts of the missing noodles isn't all that important now.
You ran into me and Giro when you came back to deliver the uncooked noodles. Uncooked soba, correct?
That's right, Simon. I made time out of my busy day to deliver the noodles. And you know what? He ignored me when I called to him from the doorway. He just kept mumbling Rakugo lines for ages, so I got mad and went back to my soba shop.
So that's why you got mad. If what he's saying is true, then there's no way he could be the murderer.
I swear I'm telling the truth, Miss Chick.
Bailiff, quick! Get this man to the infirmary! Oh my goodness. Well, I dare say he's quite a handful.
Your Honor! Please accept the statements Mr. Wet made just now into evidence.
I believe the accused's statements about going to the room around 2 p.m. is true. For it falls within the victim's estimated time of death.
That opens up the possibility that the crime was committed between 2 and 4 p.m. Sir, that's some critical information.
Yes, Your Honor. But other than that one point, Mr. Wet's statements are dubious and without proof.
Objection!
But they are the words of the defendant himself. Simon, back me up here.
He has a point. If I were the prosecutor, I wouldn't accept them either.
It's because you're all dicks.
While I understand the defense's feelings on the matter, this court is unable to accept anything other than the time the defendant made his visit.
Now what do I do?
I trust you have no further objections, defense.
You trust wrong. That's why you have loveless marriages. You're not good at trusting.
At last, the time has come to send the soul of the victim onward to the Twilight Realm.
Are you even listening to me?
Silence! What are you yammering about, prosecutor, sad monk?
We still have something we need to question Uendo about.
We do? Like what?
Well, don't just stand there.
But we don't have any evidence left to present.
Have you forgotten already? Isn't there still a hidden witness you have yet to question?
A hidden wit. Oh, that's right.
They love me legally, and that's all that matters.
Your Honor, there's still one more issue we haven't finished discussing yet.
Oh? And what is this bit of unfinished business?
We haven't finished discussing this issue related to Uendo. We still haven't discussed the possibility of a fourth personality, the one named Owen.
Are you suggesting that this fourth personality of Uendo's might be the true culprit?
Jeez, not again. I told you we don't know anything about this Owen.
Look, Uendo, I know you don't have any motive to kill your master, but this Owen may have one for all we know.
Come clean now, Uendo. You've got another personality stashed away, haven't you?
Please tell us everything you know about Owen.
That is enough! The witness has already stated that he knows not of any Owen character. Bravo! Tell them, Mr. Prosecutor.
Hey, Patches. If you claim you don't know Owen when you really do, That's tantamount to perjury. If you want to exercise your right to remain silent, however, well, that's a different story. Do not listen to the depraved prosecutor, witness. You will be tainted by his evil gayness. Do you have any idea how dark and cold a prison cell is? I exercise my right to remain silent! What's this now? Changing horses in midstream, are you? Just shut up! I will remain silent, and that's it!
Patches, you fool. Stay out of this.
Patches is not the brightest bulb in that box you call a noggin, is he? The fact he switched from I don't know any Owen to I will remain silent is proof that he does know about Owen.
There it is again. Simon's formidable psychological manipulation tactic.
I visited you, Simon! You had a heated couch with a massager! What the fuck?
I'm sure glad he's on my side today.
You dirty, despicable, depraved prosecutor! You were leading the witness! Witness! There is no need for you to submit yourself to the defense's questioning!
Your Honor, Uendo is definitely hiding something. Please allow me to question this witness about the existence of Owen.
Nick just has a...
What? I'm glad he is too, Thaner.
Nick has a fainted out white woman.
Oh. Maya.
I suppose only this witness can confirm or deny the existence of Owen for us. Very well, I will allow the defense to proceed.
Purgunka! I've never met any personality named Owen.
Patches was just blurting out nonsense in a panic.
We're always aware, so we definitely notice if a personality like that showed up.
From my understanding of DID, they're not always aware. In fact, if someone is supposedly aware during another altar's moment, is reason to suspect there might not be a system. But everyone's different. It's just the most common medical one that I've heard is just you're truly unconscious. How dare you treat me like a criminal based on mere conjecture? Pretty sure they can't be all aware. Wow. How am I supposed to deal with the testimony of 3 personalities?
Unless you can prove the existence of Owen here, it's all over. You'd best screw your courage to the sticking place and attack their testimony head on.
All right, I will. Just stop piling on the pressure. I have to draw out some info. Anything to drag Owen out into the open. Met! Huh? Is that how you experience each other? Like people meeting on the street?
Well, it's more like all three of us are always here. And the other personality that's most suited to the moment is the one that comes out.
So when you're out, Uendo, what are the other two doing?
Well, we never know when our turn will come, right?
So we stand by and listen. So that means all three of you share the same memories.
I never really thought about it, but I guess that's right.
You're 28. Unless these multiple personalities are a recent thing, you should have had some time to think about, you know, you're not missing any memories, but you're also not in control. You bring out the Owen persona, and the faces changes to Owen Wilson. Wow.
Did we not tell you we knew Owen Wilson? Did we not tell you we knew Owen Wilson personally?
I mean, you can realize things late. I wouldn't be surprised if something I experienced was suddenly explained as autism. Okay, when you explain it like that, that does make a lot more sense. I just have memory issues, and so when I know there's something missing, like every time I go to sleep, or any time it goes past 8 p.m., I can't remember a thing. And that people will say that I did stuff, and I talked, and I made plans, and then I didn't. I don't remember any of that. And then there'll be recordings of me, and it's just like, oh gosh, I was there. Kinda. It's freaky. It's like I'm not even there. But I'm technically there. I'm talking in a voice. I see. Thank you. Please continue. My memory after social interactions can be bad. I told Ibby I don't remember a word for the Jamboree stream. Short-term memory. Brain doing brain things, I guess. Everyone has something to comment about bad memory. That is chat's denominating factor.
Hold it!
Patches, can I have a word with you, please?
Why, hello! You rang?
You said at first that you didn't know anybody named Owen, but then you exercised your right to remain silent. Were you afraid of committing perjury?
Well, you see...
I'll take over from here if you don't mind. Listen, I hate to say it, but Patches is about as smart as a sack of rocks. If you grill him with a bunch of high-faulting words, he's going to want to keep silent. I see. So, looking after loose-tongued Patches is your role, is it, Miss Kisigawa? Well, I don't know about that. But anyway, I do know that Patches was just flustered, and that's why he decided to remain silent.
Oh, but you do remember the one-on-one Luigi Dice incident?
Only from the clip after. I wouldn't if I didn't watch it clipped. Seeing the doodle. I didn't remember what it was referencing. Ah. Doll lives in the moment, doesn't store anything for later.
Hold it!
But what if, for some reason, you three were unconscious at the time of the incident? If the three of you weren't alert and aware, what would happen?
But what would happen? I'm not even sure what you mean.
I mean, you three share the same memories, right? But what if Owen is different? What if he has memories separate from yours? Maybe Owen emerges when the three of you are unaware or unconscious.
Objection.
Instead of speaking as if this fourth personality is a foregone conclusion, I suggest you prove its existence first.
Well, we've already seen 3 personalities. A 4th wouldn't be a stretch.
You do realize that with each alter, it becomes more and more difficult for a body to sustain itself. Because, you know, that's 4 different people taking the wheel. And if they don't all have the same memories, then you might overeat, you might undereat. You're going to make a lot of plans, people are going to talk about it. With 3, you can kind of get away with it. 1 for yourself, 1 for your family, 1 for your work. But with a 4th one, where's that one going to go? When you shit? I don't think so. You should study more, Athena.
Or like, you haven't talked about some bullshit like a foregone conclusion. That gets disproven. There have been cases of one person having 25 personalities. Yeah, but it was like really obvious to spot. Just like, there's a lot in there. A 4th one would be difficult to hide. DID is such a rabbit hole of information. I wish the only system I knew wasn't the worst chemistry with people I've ever experienced. What?
You dishonor the victim and this court by jumping to such conclusions without proof.
We do not get along to an insane degree.
That's a whole apartment complex of a mind.
Have you ever heard these old sayings, prosecutor, sad monk? What happens twice will happen thrice. If you see 1, there are likely 30 in your home. If you see 1, there are likely 30 in your home. Is that about ants? I'm basing my theory on such a premise. Comparing us to cockroaches. Do we bug you that much, girlie?
But how do you intend to prove it? How will you prove that all 3 personalities became unconscious, as you say? Unless you can do that, all of this talk is merely empty speculation.
Well,
Don't be so timid. If you don't have it, then find it. Look for something that could render Uendo and the others unconscious.
Simon's right. I can't back down now. A built-in stream chat. A built-in stream chat! Skull, skull, skull. Yeah, that's how many there are, supposedly. It's kind of funny. They're in a polycule. And 3/4 of the polycule doesn't jive with me. And then the 4th I'm chill with. That's a lot. For my client, Mr. Wet, I have to. Wait, Mr. Wet?
Yeah, let me get this right. Maybe if I were a lump of regular flour dough, of Elden noodles. But I'm fresh like soba. You don't let soba dough rest, so it's about 3 freshness. Grind the buckwheat seeds, cut the dough fresh, and boil the noodle. Morty.
Uendo says something cool. Everyone else, oh!
Yeah, Morty.
Kiri got what I was doing.
He blacked out.
And then Doll sends a mysterious image. Mr. Wet, falling unconscious. Wait a minute. I think I've got it.
Miss Sykes, do you have proof to back up your theory?
Yes, always. I don't save. Yes, Your Honor, I do. The proof is right here in this crime photo.
It is? In that case, please point out what supports your theory.
Is that code for something, Doll? This, most likely, is what caused Uendo to lose consciousness. Oh, frick. I tried to do a Pog emoticon. I feel like pogging would just look like this. Oh! Kinda. Okay, now which thing to point at? The bowl, or the pot? Where the noodles are?
Take that!
No, the music didn't change. Oh! What? I thought they were implying the noodles make you pass out. Uendo was most likely smacked over the head with this, and that's why he passed out. I may be soft in the noggin, but I don't see a single bruise on my head. Do you? Well, then maybe it wasn't so much a smack as a swing and a miss.
Well, what a coincidence, Defense. Your assitation was a swing and a miss, too. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? No, 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 no!
Only one of the personalities can see the time loop. Hey, weren't we already here before? No.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. They're looking at a photo. We've seen this photo before. But what are you talking about?
Oh, Me eating the noodles that make you pass out.
Take that!
Frick. Me passing out when I eat the noodles that make you pass out. Sans is the only personality that's aware.
Take that!
Patches would be the only one to notice the time loop. Why Patches? Oh, is that why they're called patches? I have these patches in time that it's like, it's completely unexplained. Patches be like that Mr. Krabs meme.
Take that!
They got drunk. Oh. This is probably what made Uendo lose consciousness.
Ah, yes. The sake. And isn't it just like Master Tornado to pick a fine brand like Camel?
Sake? Oh, you mean rice wine? Oh, please don't call it rice wine. That's so unsophisticated. And it's not even wine. Ugh, silly girl.
I must agree. You need to become more cultured, Athena.
Tomato. Spelled it wrong both times. Tomato. It's made of rice. And people get drunk from drinking it, right? Which one? There's a fuck ton of them. Yeah, there's so many Mr. Krabs memes. Don't eat Arby's, Kisagawa. What? What's wrong with Arby's? Kisagawa, me girl, promise me you'll never eat at Arby's. What? No! What's wrong with Arby's? Can Kisagawa call me a silly girl? Oh, yes, doll. Such a silly little doll. It's a Mr. Krabs meme. Nah, fuck. Why does everyone always diss on Arby's? They have the best mozzarella sticks and chicken strips. I've never had an issue with their chicken strips. Every other place, I've had issue with their chicken. At least once, I've had that weird tough bits that I can't chew through in the chicken. And then there was this other time that Jack in the Box straight up had veins in their chicken strip. That was not a pleasant experience for 13-year-old me. Arby's main dish sucks, man. Every other item is fantastic. Yeah, I don't care for the main stuff. How do you fuck up buns? Ew, I hate KFC. Yeah, I don't like chicken bones either. And their boneless version of chicken is also a roulette, and it's just like...
It's called sake. End of story.
Fine, sake it is then. Ay caramba, everybody's so touchy about these things.
I recall Master Tornado would often have a drink or two before performing. He said it made him more eloquent. Drinking too much of the stuff can make one lose consciousness, though, of course.
KFC is said to be in higher Muslims areas. Higher halal expectations. Wait, there is? What the fuck? I went like a month ago. One time you got raw chicken in your meal, Kiri? Dang. And look, there were 2 glasses on the table. Uendo, I believe your master offered you some rice... I mean sake. I'm just imagining. I believe your master offered you some rice... What?
Feels a knife in her side. From Simon just being like,
Shut the fuck up. Call it properly.
I mean, sake. And then you must have drank too much and passed out. That's when your 4th personality, Owen, emerged. I drank sake. That's a good one, silly girl.
we have a real sweet tooth, you see. So, yes, we did accept a sugary red bean bun. But since we really dislike sake, we said no thank you to that, silly girl.
No, only I can do that.
Aw, man. Believe it or not, we're real weak when it comes to the booze. Even a tiny drop can knock us right out.
Click.
Ah! Why'd you click that? Why'd you take a picture of that? So, you see, I had a sweet manju bun, but I didn't drink any sake.
What? But that can't be right. Sake is really good, though.
Strong AF, though.
She'll have her boobs physics removed if she breaks the lore.
Strong.
The defense demands that the glass be examined right away.
You amateur! Did you really think I had not already done so? You fool! Your foolishness is beyond the pale.
Don't tell me.
There were no traces of the witness having touched either of the glasses, naturally.
Right, of course.
Miss Sykes, would you like the witness's statement to be added to his testimony?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
Very well.
I had a sweet manju bun, but I didn't drink any sake.
Hold it!
So, if you had even a tiny sip of sake, you'd conk right out, huh? That's why you didn't touch the glass that Master Tornado offered, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Then maybe you ate something that had sake in it as its ingredient.
I don't recall doing anything like that.
Well, he was making noodles, and there's this big bag of Camel that looks empty. No, it's clear liquid, but do we have another? It's used a lot, and those two glasses I don't think would fill it up. He doesn't recall doing it. That doesn't necessarily mean he didn't do it. He just might not have known that he did. I better take another look at the evidence.
So, he didn't drink any sake.
Oh boy, now we're in trouble.
That kind of answer is exactly why Sad Monk keeps insulting you. Now use your head. There are countless ways Uendo could have gotten sake in his mouth besides drinking it.
Well, I don't know about the countless part, but...
But nothing. Give it some thought, and you'll figure out something.
I remember having dinner at a priest's place as a kid, and there was like chicken cooked in wine, and I'm like, is this okay? Will I get drunk? Ah, Biscuit! Your Honor! Shut the fuck up! You weren't even there! He inhaled it like Kirby. So, the witness must have had something that contained sake. Is there anything in the court record that hints at something like that? Oh, I didn't see Biscuit on Top Chat. Hello. And this is why you have Top Chat. Not as default. Which I wish you could actually set that. You have to manually do it every single time. Hello, Biscuit! The only thing I have to use is this, and I don't know if I'd be able to point it out. Why'd you make me sound rude? Sorry, didn't mean to do that.
Objection!
Dang it. The witness's statement is absolute nonsense, Your Honor, and this evidence proves it. No, I'm going back in time. Reread chat. Imagine that being your punishment for going backwards in a game. It's just like, he inhaled it like Kirby. Oh, I didn't see Biscuit in Top Chat. Hello. Hello, Biscuit. Why'd you make me sound rude? Huh, that's a weird one. I don't remember doing that. Hi, Biscuit. Hello, Biscuit. Hi, Biscuit. No, you.
Objection!
Your Honor, the witness is spitting absolute nonsense. Put it on mixtape. Your Honor, the witness is spitting in my drink. Quick, type more messages so she have to read all over again when she rewinds. No. My attorney's badge. It's less that brand new shine. But that shows just how far I've come. Frick. I don't know how to say.
Objection!
Your Honor, the prosecution spit in my mouth. We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessing of liberty for...
Sorry, we couldn't have you walking around saying such nonsense, as they put it.
Your Honor, the prosecution is spitting straight fire!
Objection!
What? Why is the note? This shows what most likely made Yuendo lose consciousness.
That note? Are you feeling lightheaded, child? Or perhaps a bit peckish?
I don't get it. I'm not hungry, and my head feels just fine, thank you very much. I know that it's like the wrapping of the box over here, but that doesn't prove sake was in the bun. Unless it means that it's Camel branded, and so it's obviously...
It's got alcohol in it. Your Honor, the prosecution is being gay. The prosecutor's non-binary, so both men and women are straight for them.
I thought they were both gay.
The prosecutor... Your Honor, can I go to the bathroom? I had some cheese.
Are you lactose intolerant, Evelyn?
Your Honor, can I piss in your mouth? Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution's pronouns are they, them. Don't make that mistake ever again, buddy.
Yes. Oh no, Evelyn. Oh no. Being lactose intolerant is so bad because I eat so many dairy products, and just the idea of like I can't share my food with lactose intolerant friends and they won't get to taste without punishment of the most bowely kind. That's not gonna stop me from eating cheese.
Hey, my pronouns are huge pecs. Don't lose them.
All right. I'm not hungry and my head feels just fine. Thank you very much. Call me Wallace because I'm getting that cheddar. Look at the paper this note is written on. Isn't there something familiar about it?
What exactly is your point, defense?
This faint design here reminds me of the paper from...
Yup, it's a piece of the wrapping paper on the box of manju buns by the victim on the floor. Yuendo, you may not have drunk any sake, but you did eat a sweet red bean bun, right?
Well, yes, that's right.
I don't know if you're aware of it or not, Yuendo, but I believe the manju you ate caused you to fall unconscious.
The bean bun? But how?
Because those buns contain a secret ingredient. A very punchy secret ingredient at that.
A punchy secret ingredient.
That's a mouthful.
Your Honor, can I use the toilet? Because the prosecutor's explanation is cheesy and full of holes.
Good one, doll. Yes! The design on the wrapping paper matches that of something else in the room.
It does? Wait, we have to point this out? Even I understood it.
Take that!
Pew!
The camel pattern. It's the same on the camel brand sake.
The secret formula.
So, just as Yuendo said, he didn't drink any sake. Passe.
But he did eat some.
It's impossible!
Yuendo had a Camel brand red bean bun, which boasts a nice shot of sake as one of its ingredients.
So the defense is claiming that Yuendo passed out after consuming a camel sweet bun, which allows a fourth personality named Owen to emerge. Is that correct?
AA case where you have to defend Plankton and Mr. Krabs' murder. Where's the rest of your testimony?
Well,
I didn't really think I'd get this far.
More people here to make Mahi cry anytime they open their whore mouth. Yes, Your Honor. That's exactly what I am claiming. He has a whore mouth. They have a whore mouth.
But there's one thing that bothers me. Won't the alcoholic content of the buns evaporate as they are steamed?
In order to give them a stronger flavor, some manju are specifically made to retain as much of the alcoholic content as possible.
What kind of lightweight do you think I am? I wish I could, like, search here to pull up the literal thing that says... of just like, a single drop would make us pass out! Even I wouldn't pass out from eating a simple manju. Then how about we test that theory? What do you say, Your Honor? Wait, I just noticed. The text is transparent. What? I can see the green in the letters in front of her. Let's get this tornado fucking blasted so they confess.
Seeing is believing, as they say. Very well, I will allow a test.
Thanks, Your Honor. Simon, go buy us some camel manju on the double. And don't forget to get me one, too, okay? Fuck, how old is she?
Why must I? And while you're at it, Prosecutor Blackwell, will you get me one? Will you get one for me as well? Ugh. I'm not the courthouse stable boy, you know. But just this once, I'll acquiesce, Taka. I'm counting on you. And all of you had better pay me back. But I would thought it would be your treat, Prosecutor Blackwell. What a shame.
She's 19, I think.
Barb! Did Simon just summon a fucking falcon?
He used it a lot more in the last game. Yeah, I'm surprised it's still alive. I thought it would be like a tragic backstory thing of just like,
I'm sorry, but can you please prosecute for the killer of my bird?
that's his dog. No, it's a bird. He is very, very adamant about it being better than a dog. It's been like a year. Yeah, he gets into a lot of scuffles. He was in prison for a long time. He made some enemies. They'd kill his bird.
Now then, let us adjourn until the manju arrives by carrier hawk. Court will reconvene as soon as Taka returns.
A weird looking dog. Do you think it doesn't go along with Jugimu? Probably. Well, we don't have a picture of that dog, but I remember it being small. So maybe. Continue to the next chapter? Yeah, we got 30 minutes-ish. 1 hour left! What? It's 2:35. I end stream at 3. We have 25 minutes.
Uh-oh. Now that the sweet buns have arrived, this court is back in session.
Ah, fuck. Time zones. Go on, Uendo. Eat up.
Nice flavor. You could really taste the sake. Well, that was delicious.
Yes, a unique sweetness and the faint aroma of sake. Yet, I hardly think that anyone could pass out from eating something like this. What's the matter, Uendo? You're not afraid of a tiny manju, are you?
Are you scared of how many calories it has?
Don't be ridiculous! A sweet little snack for this couldn't possibly... I mean, it could never... Literally in the image, it's half a bun. Half a bun will take this lightweight out. We'll take this twink out.
Less bleating, more eating. Witness.
Fine. Whatever. See, I told you it won't affect me in the slightest. We might be lightweight, but come on, nobody's that light. Seriously, nobody is stronger. It looks like it worked.
Oh, my. Witness, please tell the court your name and occupation.
Oh.
Huh?
Huh? Huh? My name is Owen. I'm 5. You're 5 years old? Am I in trouble? Please don't yell at me.
So, he's Uendo's fourth personality?
I hardly think a child like him could have a motive to murder the victim. Everyone in chat going, baby child!
That's a twist.
And even if he had a motive, could he have actually committed the murder?
That is a very good point. Owen does appear to be a very timid and weak twink.
Oh. Do not call them a twink. They are merely 5. They have no meat on their bones. They are a child. It seems the defense was hoping this hidden personality would be the real killer. But now that he is standing here before us, it is clear that none of Uendo's personalities can be the killer. Ah! Where can I even go from here? Shisho. Owen! Do you know something about what happened to your master? This is such a good pose. Little bro was born in 2024. Come on, buddy. Won't you tell Auntie Athena what happened? Scary lady. I'm not scary. Look at Auntie's big smile. Tell me about your master, please. Pretty please? With sugar on top? Okay. Shisho was super nice. He always played with me. Just like a real grandpa. I love Chicho.
Athena, do you sense anything behind his words?
I sense his sadness. Sadness so pure it's heart-rending. But no discord. Prosecutor said Sad Monk is right. Owen isn't the killer.
But then, don't you find it odd?
I have a small bet that Owen is the ultimate performer and is just acting like a child because it's like,
If I can be anyone, I can make sure they're not on my trail. So that way, they can't figure out I'm the killer.
it's a facade. Athena is scary. Find what odd?
Let's review what we've learned so far. Uendo rearranged the Karuta cards to pin the blame on Bucky.
Well, that's because the original message implicated Owen. But Owen is only 5 years old and absolutely adores Master Tornado.
Exactly. The other three personalities also have no motive for murder. If Owen isn't the true culprit, then the person who first laid out the cards...
Probably would have been Master Tornado. So then, who did it? If we're not leaving court and we're not getting any new witnesses, they're literally the only living person. Unless Thiener gets a case where we do have the murderer as our client.
Defense? Did the appearance of Owen help you figure out anything?
Yes, Your Honor. I know who it was that first laid out the Karuta cards.
But I thought it was the victim, right?
No, Your Honor. I don't believe it was. Or suicide, or audience, or dog, or accident, or Simon.
Why am I on the list of murder options?
Let's double down, baby. What happens twice can happen thrice. What happens thrice can happen twice. What happens twice... At Noodle number 3, who's dead. I believe the person who laid the cards out is the very person who killed Taifu Tornado. How quickly you move on to a new target when your Owen theory proves false. English is so difficult. You Polkunan. I don't know what a Polkunan is, but I know I'm definitely not one. And before you start with the sermons, why don't you hear me out?
Yes, let's hear the defense's reasoning. Please proceed, Miss Sykes.
Get that fella out of your mouth, boy! He was literally there. Fool me once, I'm mad. Fool me twice, I'm twice as mad. That's pretty good. Get Gyro in here. I'm petrified.
But if you are bluffing, I won't go easy on you.
I understand, Your Honor. Who did the Karuta cards name when the scene was discovered?
Let's see. I believe they implicated the defendant, Bucky Whet.
That's right. But we then found out that the message originally read Owen 4th.
Which implicated the young boy, Owen.
Exactly. And the person who rearranged the cards was undoubtedly Uendo. You know, I just realized what this is. We didn't go to court. We're not doing an investigation, apparently. And there's 4 characters wrapped up in one model. This is just limitation to the maximum. You don't leave the court, and you meet several people, but they're all one person, so it reduces resources.
Yuando may have kept silent, but we can be sure he already knew his master was dead. His tampering with the crime scene using the TV all but proves it.
Oh, fuck. I don't know all of Owen's characters. Okay, so there is Yuendo, who is the, like, face. They're the one that everyone refers to them as, so it's obviously the personality who talks to people a lot. He is the voice that I do like this. He's just, standard. And then there's Patches, who is called a jester. And I kind of play him like this. He's like the erratic one who just can't stop laughing. And then there's Kisagawa, the feminine looking one.
And now there's little Owen, who's scared of everything.
And that's the 4 we know about. Speaking of all these different voices, I have a dumb idea for a flashback.
I confess. I tampered with the crime scene.
Let me voice Patches. I'm a jester. Well, then get on stream. Why don't you? Not like you can. Ah! Owen Wilson! Yeah! Little Owen, who breathed too hard and went to the hospital. Do Owen Wilson. Okay, wow. Owen Wilson. Cards. Yeah. Night at the museum. Yeah. Ah, that scared me!
He saw the Owen Fort message and was convinced Owen had committed the crime.
Right on, Prosecutor Blackwell. It would seem that Owen and the other 3 personalities don't share the same memories. But really, there's no 4th personality. It's just the 3 of us in here. Wow. Yuendo feared that Owen had killed Master Tornado, so he tried to hide Owen from us.
Oh!
But it turns out Owen is but a 5-year-old child, incapable of hurting a fly, let alone his beloved master.
So naturally, the culprit must be somebody else. But I want to point out that Owen is sad that the master is dead, but no one has said that to him. No one told him that, but he was already sad when he popped out, and he doesn't have the same memories. So how does Owen already know? And there's somebody else. The true killer tried to pin the crime on Owen.
I see. That does make sense.
Ugh. This is not but conjecture, composed of half-truths and fantasies. Who, then, do you maintain murdered the victim? I believe Owen might know something about that. I refuse to allow such impromptu testimony, and from a 5-year-old no less. Such a young child is incapable of producing anything coherent.
Objection!
But your desperation is disgraceful. You should
I saw it.
Your desperation is disgraceful. You should realize when it's time to let it go and
I saw it. I saw Shisho getting...
Owen! Do you know you do know something, don't you?
Yeah?
Oh my! Is this true?
Fairly Odd Parents trans episode where she
tears up blonde girl's photo. I sense a disturbance in the force.
If so, we must have Owen testify immediately. Don't you agree, Prosecutor Sad Mahi?
No, because then I lose!
It's all right, Owen. Go ahead and tell us what you know.
Shisho was standing with a knife in his hand. Blood was dripping onto Shisho's face, getting it all red. I couldn't move at all. I was so scared. I passed out. This is eyewitness testimony from the moment of the murder. Totally. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Miko doesn't talk to British people. Owen, can you tell us anything else about what you saw? I was so scared. So scared. Owen! His emotions are spiraling out of control. Something must have really frightened him.
Is he all right?
His emotions are running wild because he's trying to recall something frightening him to him. I recommend a therapy session right away.
I see. Yes, please do whatever you can to help the poor boy.
Will do, Your Honor. I better find the cause of these out-of-control emotions pronto.
Look at my face. It's so small. Shisho was standing with a knife in his hand. Blood was dripping onto Shisho's face, getting it all red. I couldn't move at all. I was so scared. I passed out.
Look at the little sleepy face.
Oh.
Out of existence.
The blood.
Yeah, blood was dripping down onto Shisho's face.
Blood? I don't remember seeing any blood in the crime scene photos. Besides, if the victim was standing upright, how could blood drip down onto his face?
As I expected, we all managed to obtain from this child's is a tale he dreamt up.
I guess it's a little weird for blood to drip onto the victim's face if he was standing up. Unless it dripped down from the ceiling or something. What do you think, Simon?
I read a Junji Ito thing about this, but I don't know. Owen's one confused and upset kid right now. So who knows how accurate his memory is? Maybe it's time for that thing instead.
Huh? What thing?
That thing you and your cohorts do. What do you call it? Rotate your thinking about?
Oh, you mean turn your thinking around.
Yeah, but whatever. It's the same thing either way.
No, it isn't. Who ever heard of rotating your thinking? I mean, rotate is... Hey, wait a minute.
What?
You know what, Simon? In this case, I think rotate just might work perfectly after all.
I fucking said it on purpose. Come again?
All I have to do is rotate things by 90 degrees. I kind of want to do the line over. Work perfectly after all.
Come again?
All I have to do is rotate things by 90 degrees.
Give him that small hint of he knows exactly what he's doing.
When he saw his master, Owen must have been... Owen must have been lying on the floor when he witnessed his master's murder.
What?
And that's the conclusion I arrive when I rotate my thinking by 90 degrees.
No, let me just take my brain and...
Did the judge just kill himself?
I think he pulled the nerves or whatever connects to your spine.
Which way did he rotate? Forward.
Yeah, that'd do it. If you're bored, you can rotate your thoughts in your head. It's free.
Which means that all of the visuals in my matrix were off by 90 degrees.
And...
Such a good reaction image.
And...
This means Master Tornado was also lying on the floor, which solves another mystery.
And which mystery is that?
The mystery of how blood could have been dripping onto the victim's face. It becomes much easier to imagine how that could have happened if he was lying down. Like someone bleeding onto Master Tornado somewhere up above him.
I remember now. Someone was sitting on top of Shisho.
So, trying to recall his master's bloody killer is what spooked Owen originally. Hello, everybody. It's me, the Canadian judge.
Oh.
Rotate. Hello, everybody. It's me, the Canadian judge. Hey. I'm the only one working here, so I guess I'm the judge now.
I can rotate an apple in my head a full 360 degrees.
Yeah, I can't do that. I get the apple rotating, but then it slowly gets out of my control of where it turns into like a red football helmet, and then a person. I see the person wearing the football helmet, and it just goes on from there. It's never consistent. It's like I can't fully control my thoughts. I'll try and spin the apple, and different things will change. The blood that stained the victim's face red came from the person sitting on top of him. The victim was holding a knife, so he likely nicked his attacker while he was fighting back.
So, this means his assailant was injured on their face somewhere, like the forehead, perhaps.
Assuming the victim and his attacker were face to face, then yes.
I see. So that is what happened? Doubt. But if I recall correctly, the accused has a fresh bandage on his forehead, does he not?
Oh, fuck.
That injury of Mr. Wetz is conclusive evidence that he committed this murder.
Why?
Oh, look at his little nest! Look at him!
Me when the bandage is fresh and ripe.
It seems you have dug yourself into a pit you cannot crawl out of.
No! Even though I figured out the reason for Owen's out-of-control emotions, all I did was raise further suspicion against my own client. Oh no! It seems Athena is stuck in this horrible outcome. How will she win? How will she prevail? Find out next week. Monday, noon, PST. Oh, we're defending the drunk guy? Yeah, that's our client. Sheesh. Yup.
I'm drunk. You don't have an excuse. That would definitely explain a lot of Biscuit's comments.
Just randomly screaming, Owen! In chat. Showing up wasted to court, shaking my head.
You can't get drunk. You're a cartoon. No, cartoons are the most likely to get drunk.
Okay, but it's been 3 hours. This was a great stream. Thank you everyone for showing up. Next time, we'll be seeing where this goes. Hui! So, say your goodbyes in chat. And I can't tell if you can hear the lawn people just got outside the window. Yay! Cliffhangers! Yippee! Love them! Bye-bye! Bye! Owen Wilson has to pass on the torch before he dies. Bye-bye! Bye-bye, cats, and yes, we can. Okay, I think that's the perfect time to end it, just on Kiri's ominous message.